Our next teller is also on the committee. She did one of the surprise sets today and did a story about hindsight. This is Kathryn Weidener.
Once upon a time, there was an old beggar who spent his days begging by the city walls. And if he got a crust of bread and a clean place to spend the night, well, the day was all right. But as he walked along the walls, he often said to himself, I don't understand these wealthy merchants in this town. They always want more. Why, this man over here, he had a fleet of ships, and they brought back cargo, and he made a fortune. You would think that would be enough, but no, he keeps sending out his ships and getting more and more. But over here, there was a man who also had a fleet of ships. He could have sold his business. He had plenty to last him for the rest of his life. But instead, he sent his ships out again and again, and finally, there was a storm. The ships were all lost at sea, and he, as poor as I am today. Don't people know when they've gotten enough? And he strolled down the street in utter amazement. And before his eyes, fortune came upon him and said, I have heard of your good heart, and I have for you an opportunity. Put out your meager wallet. And the beggar put out his meager wallet, very ripped and torn, not able to hold much, for it never had much in it. And fortune said to him, I shall add money to your wallet, and it can be yours as long as none of it falls on the floor. Because if any of it falls on the floor, it will all turn to dust. And the beggar said, well, certainly just a little will be fine for me. And fortune poured in some coins, and he looked at it and he said to himself, this will be enough to last me a year. This is great. Well, maybe just a little more. And fortune poured in a little more, and he said, well, this will be enough that I could like buy that house, maybe. Give me a little more. And fortune poured in a little more, and then he said, well, maybe I could get myself a ship and do something with that. And fortune poured in a little more, and then he said, please. And his eyes got bigger, and he kept thinking, well, give me just a little bit more, until it all fell onto the ground and came to dust. And he was no wealthier than he had been when the day began. When is enough enough?